Today's Tuesday, February 24th. Obama's going to be talking tonight. Isn't that exciting? A lot of people are going to be pissed off because he's bumping American Idol out. And you know what? Look at the fish here. The whole world economy underwater.
Discuss all the vast intricacies of life.
Cheers.
We could jaw through the night, talk about ranges.
What I'm going to be talking about here a little bit is about nuts, complete madness, insane. And I'll tell you what, you know what's nuts, complete madness, insane? That why does not everybody just quite get it, understand what's going on here? You got Bush, McCain, and Obama rushing in, pushing through, legislating, passing laws, bailouts my butt. Does everybody have their heads up their butts? Let me tell you what's really going on. Heaping massive debt. Here, just alone in this country, our country, that this clown Obama got into. Abomination or Obamination. This guy gets into office, voter fraud all over the place. He's portrayed in media publicity, his contributions, donations to air all his propaganda. And I don't care if it's Democrats, Republicans. It's all controlled by these clowns that are printing your money, the Federal Reserve. It's their system to design, and whoever is the most popular song and dance man gets the job to take you gullible people to think that these guys are really in your corner on your best interest. Here's the deal. They are heaping massive debt onto every single taxpayer. You, the slaves to the system. You are enslaved to the system. You don't think that George Bush having that $700 billion war, somebody building that war machine made gazillions of dollars? You don't think somebody made gazillions of dollars? Holy mackerel. Come on. Okay. We have a system here that is so far beyond criminal. Democrats, Republicans, they're all in bed with this money and power-crazed, diseased idiots that are fleecing the general public, fleecing America. They keep getting away with it. Over and over and over and over. Again and again and again and again. They're burglarizing every American's home. They're busting in, heaping. Every time they have a $700 billion bailout, that's about $50,000 in debt heaped onto your head. But you know, their problem doesn't have any, they don't have a problem with that because that's their system. We donate all this money, give it to the government. They give it to Wall Street. And what does Wall Street do with it? They invest. You know what? If they wanted to be caring about being in your corner, they would issue and legislate a law, stimulate the economy by cutting you a check, mailing you a stimulus check for $100,000. Every time they have a $700 billion anything like a war, that's about 50 grand. So we got war, we got Wall Street clowns fleecing America. So what do? We give them $700 billion. $700 billion to bail out. The first thing right off their top priority was to write $70 billion, 10% of that, giving bonuses to their head honchos that are in charge of fleecing America. They got their hands down in your pants pockets so deep into the cookie jar. And this system has just been so infested, so diseased. It's just been continuing. They're pushing the envelope. They see how possibly far they can get with this same old scam. They got all the slaves so exhausted. They work 50 hours a week, and they just don't know what's going on. All they know is they're trying to make ends meet, go to work their 50 hours a week, husbands and wives. Women were liberated in the 70s, so now you got two for the price of one. Flooding the marketplace with laborers. Okay, so now we got two for the price of one. This inflation scam since the 50s. Since the 1950s, I bought my first house in the 70s for $12,000. I could buy a car for $3,000 back then. Where have we gone with this inflation scam? You don't think these bankers and the government is scheming all this enslavement? We're addicted to oil. You don't think that somebody last year made gazillions of billions and gazillions and trillions of dollars off the almost $5 a gallon? You know what, the best thing would be for all the little people, all the little underdogs, to say, screw you, fat cats in Washington and Wall Street. You know, it's just utterly outrageous beyond description. The media, you get this watered down news. I don't care what television network it is, even if it's Fox, it's so watered down and so diluted. And you know, if anybody would give a little time on really thinking this through and what is really going on, the Federal Reserve prints the money. You know, they don't want you bartering. They don't want you doing any kind of exchanging between one another. If I had a shoe store and somebody came in and wanted to trade a bag of oranges for a pair of shoes, or all that money that they're printing, all it is a promissory note. It's a note. All it is an IOU something. And they really aren't for your best interest when they're saying you owe me. Their policy is you owe me, not I owe you. So, very, very crazy. Here. I need music in the background for sanity. Keep it balanced. I can see the world tonight. So the slaves give to Washington and they give to Wall Street. Wall Street fleeces America's the slaves by keeping the money, pocketing as much of their white-collar criminal minds can get away with. Pocketing as much of their white-collar criminal minds can get away with. There are no concerns of your best interest. Now I'm just kind of got my notes up here on I've been a blogger for a long time. This is going to be a new thing for me. I'm going to archive everything on video and audio just because this plain simplicity is most people are just plain and simple. They're going to watch TV and they're going to watch television and the news rather than read anything. And what does it matter? All the medias, the newspapers are extreme, far out, ridiculous, liberal. Hollywood and all the networks are so extreme liberal. And not that I'm pro either, because they're all out of whack, because they're all in support. I don't care. You call yourself a conservative or Democrat, Republican, you're all a bunch naive, following subordination to this dizzy, ridiculous system. So they pocket as much as they can possibly get away with. There are no concerns for your best interest. Washington and Wall Street, they're all in bed with one another. You're the Cinderellas. Everybody out